we're live. What is going on? Happy day.
Happy day.
Yeah, happy day. Happy Tuesday. Happy Turtles Tuesday. We're here. We're gonna be doing your weekly Ninja Turtles news. And FYI, next week we actually won't be doing a podcast, so we won't actually be here next week. But we are here this week, and this week we do have a podcast, and we're going to be looking at the episode, The Case of the Hot Kimono.
Hot kimono?
Hot Kimono, that's right, because...
Do we have another girl character?
There is another girl character. We'll find all that out, but that full podcast will be out on Thursday. But let's go ahead and look at what's going on news-wise, Ninja Turtle-wise. In the week, Ninja Turtles have had some exciting stuff that's been going on.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we're going to talk about. So let's go ahead and get started here. The first thing I want to talk about, alright, FYI, just to let you guys know, tomorrow's New Comic Wednesday. Tomorrow, issue TMNT 116, I believe. I'm losing count on these numbers now. But there's a new IDW issue coming out. But we're going to be talking about issue 4 of Last Ronin, because we just got a reveal of the 4th issue cover, and this is what the cover looks like. And for you guys on the audio podcast, it's basically it's a snow, and there's some blood, and there's Donatello's bow.
I think it's one of the rare covers that you don't see any character.
Right. Well, Last Ronin, most of these covers have been like this, actually. Yeah, because we had this for issue 2 for Raphael. We just had the Sai, and then issue 3, which is still not out yet, is going to have.
I like the cover, except the blood part.
Yeah. Obviously, because of the grim storyline of this comic, we're finding out how each of the turtles meet their demise, and so it looks like issue 4 we're gonna find out with what happens to Donatello. So that's the cover. It looks interesting. It is scheduled to be released in August. Hopefully, it does come out in August, and we're not going to be plagued with any more delays. The issue 3 should be coming out, I believe, in June. It's either June or July. I'm already forgetting exactly. But these should be interesting. Let us know what you think about the cover. I think, it's very... I like the simplicity of it, to be honest.
Yes.
Yeah. I know you just don't like the violence.
Yeah.
I know that. All right. So that's all we have in comic news. Let's talk about something that you like, but a character that you don't like. We got a new Funko Pop Reveal.
He has the biggest nose in the city.
Yes, he has the biggest nose in the city. So, this is going to be a Target exclusive. It's going to be Splinter. This is not our first Splinter Pop figure, but this Splinter Pop is actually more based off the toys as opposed as the cartoon. So that's why
he does action eyes.
Well, he has the pop figure eyes that that stare down to your soul and try to steal it. But yeah, that's why his eyes are white instead of black, because most pop figures
the eyes are white. They're black.
Well, the eyes are black. It's just that the Splinter action figure had white eyes. And because that's how they made that figure. So that's why this one has white eyes. But yeah, it's going to be exclusive to Target. I don't know when it's being released, but should be soon. And if it's anything like the metalhead of pop figure that they did, like, back in like the Christmas time, it shouldn't be too hard. Hopefully, it shouldn't be too hard to find. But for you pop collectors out there, you got a Splinter coming out. All right, so let's talk about something I actually like to collect, which is NECA. And we've talked about this before. Remember last week they did, last week they announced that they're doing a pre-order and revealing new figures each Friday in April. Well, for the first 3 Fridays in April.
Yes.
All right. So now, if you unfortunately if you missed Pizza Monster's gone. But for now until Monday morning, you can pre-order these two.
I know you were excited for this.
Oh, of course.
Even though I have no idea who these guys are.
You don't remember Ace Duck? We saw Ace Duck in his only. Alright, so the figures are Ace Duck and Mutagen Man. But you don't remember Ace Duck? We saw him in his only episode in the whole show.
We did?
Yes.
I don't remember.
Because he was there for 3 seconds, that's why. Ace Duck, very popular action figure. Like, they made an action figure of him, and, like, it's very, very memorable. But in the show, he's only in one episode, which is Attack of the Big Mac, and he's only on TV for, like, 5 seconds.
Oh, he was on TV.
Yeah, he was on TV. Yes,
Oh.
and you said you called him Launchpad in our podcast. And like I will say, like, so for Ace Duck, like, obviously I don't have like that much commitment, like that much like what's it called, like, attachment to him. Mainly because he really wasn't in the show. I never had the actual original action figure because he wasn't really in the show either. But I've always liked his design. I thought this design is a much better design than what he looked like in the Archie comics, because in the Archie comics they made him into like this wrestler kind of thing. But this is what like, I like this whole like pilot launch pad kind of DuckTales. Like, he looks like he should be in DuckTales.
Yes, he looks like he came from DuckTales.
Right, exactly. But I like this like pilot kind of thing, and it's funny because like one of his accessories is a video cassette and another one's a film. I guess just to reference the fact that he was on TV. And there was an Ace Duck marathon when they were watching it.
The other character, is it?
Okay, the other character, that's Mutagen Man.
Oh, it looks like it's the older son of Krang.
He does kind of look like the older son of Krang. Alright, so let's talk about Mutagen Man for a second, because when we posted this on our Twitter and like, hey, you guys can pre-order this, a lot of people responded with, what did they do to Mutagen Man? And like saying like he looks so like not what they expected. Now here's the deal. This is what Mutagen Man actually looks like in the cartoon. He looks so different from the actual toy, but people don't really remember the toy. But a lot of people, like, they kind of stopped watching the cartoon when Mutagen Man actually came in the cartoon. And a lot of people like the toy design better than what the cartoon design was. Me personally, I love that we actually have a cartoon accurate Mutagen Man. I mean, he's goofy looking, but it's still like, hey.
So later he come back again?
Who, Mutagen Man?
Yes.
Well, we haven't seen him in the show yet. He's only in one episode. But he comes in later, so
yeah.
So we have not got into it in our podcast yet, but that he's one of the CBS characters. Right. And so like that's basically.
No, I just wanted people doesn't know him because of the 3 seconds. It's more
No. He actually has an episode dedicated to him. He's not.
Okay.
He's not Ace Duck where like you see him and then he waves and goes goodbye. No, he has a whole episode. He actually is like a nerdy kid who's named like Seymour Guts, and like because of like the name because it's see more guts. Yeah, there you go. Like that, like but yeah, he has his thing in the 2012 series. Mutagen was actually in the show more than what he was in the original cartoon. Yeah, but yeah, that so like I said, you can pre-order this now until this Monday morning. So around Monday, around like 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is when NECA is going to take them off the site. So if you want it, I'll go ahead. And as I said before, if you're holding out, remember this Friday we have another, and which should be our last NECA pre-order event. And you can combine the shipping. And like when you do that, if there's any delays on any of the figures that you order, you're gonna get them all at once. Like they're not gonna mail it out like when one is ready. They're gonna mail out when all of it's ready. So that's for the pre-order. But we're still in the month of April. So you want some you want some April tidbits for the new action figure that's gonna come out pretty soon?
Yes.
That I'm crossing my fingers is the next pre-order. All right. So today's update, which I will say I really liked what she talked about this week. This week she was talking about the toy photography, something I'm totally jealous that a lot of you guys on Twitter and Facebook can do because you have like these skills to like make the backgrounds and I don't. I just take my picture and I put it in front of like all the other figures and like, hey, here you go. Here's but she was going over the photography, and because with photography, she was also talking about the the package that April will be in, and we get the reveal of the package that the April action figure will be in. And it's if you're watching on YouTube right now, you're seeing it right now. For the audio podcast, it's basically the scene when in the first movie when Shredder is watching April interview Chief Stearns, and he gets mad and is about to throw the knife at the screen. Or actually, you know what? Now I'm thinking about no. They're one of the TVs actually had the knife on the screen. But yeah, it's that very iconic scene that when like Shredder, this is like when like Shredder discovers who April is, and he's like, okay, we need to shut her up because she's revealing the Foot Clan to the rest of the city. And it's actually pretty. I like it. One thing I like about it is like when you from the cover of the box you know which figure this is, unlike the Super Shredder figure, which I love the Super Shredder figure box, but the original Super Shredder, not the black one, the box was just the poster of the second movie. So from the box, so over here is like, okay, it's very clear that this is April.
Yes.
And because I will say this, like the NECA's like Back to the Future boxes for those figures. Some of them I don't realize that's Back to the Future because like there's one that's like the Sports Almanac.
Yeah.
And like I mean I saw it on clearance at Walmart for like $5 now, and I forget which character it is now, but like it's like when you see it, when it doesn't catch your eye that this is even Back to the Future, or even if it's like you have to like really know the thing. So I like that it's this though, so it's like it's letting people know, hey, this is the character, this is the figure that's inside.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I like that it's like in TV and everything.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, it's very April, and then also just another like quick reveal. We get a good image of like April's like clothes area, and like we see some like details of like like the little brooch and like the pins that she has on her vest. Yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool.
I love how like the leather like scream that I'm leather.
Yes. No, I agree. 100% I agree. No, everything about it is really good. I mean next week I fully expect the figure actual reveal. That next week we'll see what the actual figure looks like. Because right now we've just been getting teases and everything, but I really expect, because next week is going to be the last update that she's doing her for this month. So I'm guessing that's what it, and here's my theory that like after she gives that update and then we get like a pre-order, like hey guys, you can pre-order it now, or like pre-order this week or something like that, because we gotta end the month of April by actually pre-ordering April. That it has to be that way. That's everything NECA wise. The last thing I want to talk about is probably what I'm super excited for. I was just ecstatic about this news, and we're gonna talk about Shredder's Revenge. And the video game.
Yes.
So we knew that Shredder's Revenge is coming to PC and is also coming to consoles, but they never revealed which consoles. Well, we know one console is definitely going to, which is my favorite of the current consoles, which is the Nintendo Switch.
Yay!
Yes, exactly. Yay! All right. So
I can play it too.
yes, you can play too. All right. Here's my suggestion for you guys, and I suggested on Twitter, and a lot of people were like, "Oh man, that's awesome!" Like, if you have like the Switch with the, especially if you already have the blue and red Joy-Cons, you can go order the purple and orange Joy-Cons, and then that way you can assign, when you're playing multiplayer with your friends, you can assign which character gets which Joy-Con. And that, like, to me, that's like the most fun. If you're watching this on YouTube, that is our studio room right there, and that is my actual Nintendo Switch with the Joy-Cons. So
I already chose that I want to play as Michelangelo.
yeah, Michelangelo is all yours, honey. Yes, it is coming to Switch. We know that this game is coming later this year. We just don't have a date when it's coming. So hopefully later this year can mean more summer, but I wouldn't be surprised if it comes like more towards winter and more towards the end of the year, like November. But I'm extremely excited about this.
Yeah.
And this is like anytime we get to talk about this new game, I just get more and more excited. I can't wait to get my hands actually on the final build of the game.
I think it's something that like all the TMNT fans were like waiting for it for a long time.
Yes, this is definitely one that like a lot of the TMNT fans were waiting for. This is exactly what they wanted. They wanted a sprite 2D based game that they can play with all their friends, and like the only thing we don't know is that people want is that we don't know if there's online play or not. So hopefully there's all going to be online play as well. But 100%, whatever, like just the fact that I get a new Ninja Turtles game and I get to play like with my friends like locally, I'm 100% excited about that. And that is everything that we have for this week. Thank you for everyone who joined us and listened to us. And just as a reminder, next week we won't be here to do the news. So if there is the April reveal, unfortunately we're gonna miss it. But we'll be sure to talk about it the first week in May. But the full audio podcast is coming out this Thursday. It's gonna be based off the episode "The Case of the Hot Kimono." And if you guys like us and you like listening to us, make sure you subscribe to us. And you know what? Also, to make sure you don't miss these live streams, make sure you put the notification on so that way you don't miss these.